let's just get into all our reviews today. But let's start with a rundown of all the results we saw this past weekend. It started with that boring one on Saturday lunchtime. Liverpool and Chelsea played out a goalless draw. And then we saw Everton suffer a 2-0 defeat at West Ham. Plenty of pressure on Frank Lampard. We'll get to Frank Lampard in a bit, actually. We'll have some J's from Frank Lampard. Aston Villa claimed a 1-0 victory away at Southampton. It was 2-2 between Leicester City and Brighton. That was Bode's banker for the weekend, and he came true at the end of the day. Both teams to score was Bode's banker, and yes, he was right with that one. Bournemouth played out a 1-1 with Nottingham Forest. Crystal Palace and Newcastle played out a goalless draw. Man City 3-0 winners over Wolverhampton Wanderers. Leeds United played out a goalless draw with Brentford. And the game of the weekend was at the Emirates. It was Arsenal 3-2 over Manchester United. But let me start with you. Good game of football, but at the end of the day, I don't think anybody can deny that Arsenal deserved to win that one.
Of course, yeah. The best team won on the day, and the fact that they showed enough of zeal and desire to actually want to get all 3 points. And at the end of the day, United fans will be kind of disappointed in ATH for not, maybe putting in a fight in terms of, dynamism, in terms of how United approached some parts of the game. But overall, I don't want to mix about United. I think Arsenal already did deserve it. They played very well. Bukayo Saka with an awesome goal. You look at Odegaard as well. Like we did see on Friday, that Partey has been a major ingredient in how Arsenal have performed this season. And the fact that at every given point in time, they always try as much as possible to ensure that they get matches over the line. And I think the only points they've dropped at home has to be the game against Newcastle. So talk about a team that have galvanized itself to put themselves in a position where possibly at the end of the season they'll be crowned champions. A full salute to the Gunners.
What exactly, Dion? What exactly did Arsenal do right that got them that win over Manchester United?
I would say everything, to be honest. Mikel Arteta got his tactical setup right. The way Arsenal arranged their team, the way they set up with the 4-3-3 formation, they knew what they had to do. They knew their objective, and everything goes according to plan. Or maybe not according to plan exactly, because Manchester United at some point came back twice. They opened the scoring, they came back the second time, but still Arsenal showed their resolve. The way they played, even though they played the high line, the way they were able to move the ball with much fluidity, holding on to possession as many times as possible, and also being an offensive side, because they know how Manchester United like to thrive on the counter, which was how they were able to tear Arsenal apart in the first leg. So they were able to close up all those spaces and also win the battle in the midfield. Casemiro's absence was really felt, and the likes of Partey, Xhaka were able, and also Odegaard were also able to control proceedings from the midfield of the pitch and everything, and everything just went Arsenal's way. Kudos to nketiah too, because the guys up front did their business, did their due diligence, put the United backline under a lot of threats, and were able to be rewarded at the end of the day for getting 3 goals. Nketiah getting a brace, his goal tally this season has just gone up, and also Bukayo Saka, always a threat down the right flank, was able to get a very wonderful goal. So like I said, Arsenal did everything right. The better team won. Kudos to United for putting up a fight, but at the end of the day, this is why Arsenal truly are deserved of the spot they're on the table right now, and they're first on the EPL standings.
All right.
If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button for more, leave a comment and like. Thank you.